Owl tells Bat that he will guide him over to Fire Mountain because he lives near there. And so they commence their journey with all of these sacred items that had been produced to take to the fire people. They're carried in the silk bag that was woven by Spider Woman. And so they come to Fire Mountain. They're able to see it in the distance, with the fire spewing out of the top. And so they fly around it 4 times trying to find an opening, somewhere. They keep going higher and higher, and on the 4th round, Bat spots a small opening, and Owl sees the smoke coming through it. But it's too small of a hole, for Owl to fit through. So Owl is going to have to find another way in. But Bat says, he can go ahead and make it through that small space. The yellow smoke coming out of the mountain is hurting Owl's eyes, and as a result, his round eyes become yellow. And he can only come out at night because his eyes have been injured. And so anyway, he does go and he finds another entranceway in, and Bat is able to go through the small hole. Now Bat is still scared because he can hear everyone inside fighting and yelling and screaming and just having a big hullabaloo. And so he decides, I'd better protect myself. So he creates a blue mist around his shoulders to protect the medicine bag he has. He puts a black mist around his head to protect his eyes from all of the smoke, from the ever-consuming fire. And he puts a gray mist around his body to make him look larger, so that when the fire people see him, they'll think he's more ferocious than he is. And so he goes in, and they all see him, and at first they see him in this mist, and they aren't really certain who he is. But then he goes ahead and comes forward as just his buckskin ear self, and they say, "Who is this person that has come?" And they are about to attack him, but again, he decides that he will throw the beads to distract them, the gifts he has brought. So he throws the white beads to the east in the east room, and he throws the coral beads in the yellow room, and he throws the turquoise beads in the west in the blue room, and he throws the jet beads in the black room in the north. And so everyone is scrambling after these beads, and it allows Bat to get to the fire and to take some of the medicinal herbs that he has brought and to spread them over the fire. And then also he's able to take some of the marsh dust and to put it in the water and to sprinkle it over the fire, and it creates a wonderful mist and aroma. And by this time the fire people are really interested because the aromas are so beautiful. They're like, what are we smelling? And so they go to the central room, and Bat explains to them that these are medicinal herbs, and in addition they each get to smoke tobacco from the pipes that he has brought, and they think that is really truly incredible. And the marsh dust makes them sleepy and very comfortable. And then also Bat brings forth the millet cakes that he has, which will give them good dreams. So all of the fire people are subdued and become very calm and relaxed and fall asleep. Bat thinks, well, maybe I can take some of this fiery coals back to the people because they don't have fire, but he doesn't have a way to do that. And so he goes ahead and decides it's time to return. But he does ask Windy Boy as he leaves, will you please keep the fire going so I can come back and get some of it for the people in the new world? They don't have any fire. And so Windy Boy agrees to do this. And so Bat is very tired because he also has, smoked this tobacco and, absorbed the incense, from the medicinal herbs and the opiate dust from the water and, the millet cakes. And so he finds a crevice in a cave to fall asleep, and he stays there. So Bat waits for him. Owl waits for him for a while, thinking he'll come out, and he doesn't. But Owl's eyes are hurting anyway, and so he goes and finds a cave to sleep in also. And so Bat and Owl now only come out at night because their eyes cannot take the direct sunlight. And so the people don't see them. They're like, where's Bat? Where's Owl? They've gone off to Fire Mountain to take these gifts to the fire people to try and get them to calm down. But the fire people do calm down. It becomes very peaceful and quiet. So they think, well, they must have succeeded in their task. Wherever they are, what they have set about has been accomplished. And so they are very pleased with that. And so everything is much calmer, much quieter, and the first people can go about again beginning to work on this new habitat that they have.